No more calling me up at 2 a.m. Saying no, just talk when you know we can. Stop playing blind, trip every time. Throw away all those bad red lights. Like it's all a mistake, I'm on my way, but I won't spend the night. Yeah, right. Never learn when you go, though we know it always hurts. But turn it over.
I brought this brand new SmallRig 95mm filter kit for one hidden feature. So if you like small setups like this, then this kit may be for you. Paid for this with my own money, doesn't change my approach. As always, honest, transparent, buyer-friendly review. So let's jump into it. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I spend money and the packaging looks good. Inside of here, you have a pouch that carries all of your stuff. Now you have your 15mm rod, and then you also going to have the CPL and the VND filter, which is 2-in-1, and then you also have a microfiber kit. Now, the first thing that shocked me about this is the build quality. This feels really good, but be careful because the gear side of it is very abrasive, so you can scratch your skin and get a bruise. It's not super sharp, but you can definitely get a little cut there. Here is the little mount. This mounts your 15mm rod to the actual filter kit itself, and it's also really well built. Inside of here, this is the actual filter kit itself. So this is where you're going to connect the CPL and VND along with the step-up rings. So make sure that you look inside the box, because as you see here, as I unpack these are kind of hidden. And if you're moving too fast, you may not notice all of the different ones. So make sure you go all the way down to the bottom to get all of the step-up rings. And there's also one already pre-installed into the filter kit itself. Lastly, make sure to not throw away this pouch. This pouch is important. Inside of here is an Allen wrench along with 2 screws that allow you to basically connect the rod adapter to the filter kit. So make sure you do not throw that away. So I do a lot of reviews for lenses. I do a lot of reviews for filter kits. I do a lot of reviews for these small type setups. And I was actually surprised when I saw this being only $80. And because the secret ingredient to this is this 15mm rod kit. This allows me to use a really small setup like this, where I'm having a manual follow focus. This is my Tilta follow focus. I'll put the link in the description below. And I can create these little setups and go test or use or whatever. For instance, I did a DZO setup recently and I didn't have something like this. And so I had to have the big base plate. I had to have the dual rods and things like that in order to test out those lenses appropriately. And I wish I would have had this at the time. That would have saved me a lot of hassle, a lot of time, and a lot of packing and stuff like that, trying to get out and go to shoot those videos to test those lenses. I'm now getting ready to test the DZO Vespit original cinema lenses prime kit. And so now I have this so that I can test this on my Pixus as well as my Sony bodies with just this kit in the front. And so this is typically how I've used this over the last two weeks that I've had this, where you got this really small, lightweight setup here, and I can get on the go. But I can also use this more advanced with my Nucleus Nano II follow kit. So let me show you how that looks when I have that set up on here. Again, this is really small and mobile and easy to use. So I wanted you to see that. So this is the other way that I've been using this kit. This is a more advanced, but still small and portable, on the go, shoot and go, ready to go kit. Now, the cables I threw on here just now, just for the sake of the video, they are what they are, but it's only 2 cables. So it's 1 cable to the V-mount, and then 1 cable from my follow focus motor to the camera to power in like a daisy chain type setup. And you can also, because of the rod, as I mentioned, the secret ingredient to this, because of the rod, you can also put a motor on your VND, and so that you have your VND covered and your follow focus covered. And so this is a more, I guess I would say, advanced, still small setup. And this allows me to use this setup, again, just based on the lens. It's 95 millimeters with those different step-up rings. But the nice thing about that is that whatever lens I'm using, I can use that focus motor. I can use a motor on the VND. And then from there, I'm powering everything with this V-mount battery. So I have an all-day kit set up with this V-mount FX30 lens, CPL and VND on the front. This is really all you need for cinema level quality footage if this was your actual rig. I mean, this is super light and portable, and I'm not having to have any of the bulky base plates or different things like that. When I'm using the manual focus, like I said, I twist it and I spin it that way. And so that way the manual focus is on the left-hand side of the camera where I'm used to it being, and then I still get that same experience. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to do that. It doesn't change my experience by manually moving this CPL and VND filter here, but it does put the wheel in the right placement so that I'm holding 2 points of pressure and then against my body or using the strap or whatnot, because I do use my strap at the bottom of this from time to time. So all in all, you know, this setup is super lightweight, and it gives me exactly what I need to on the go. I do like how flexible it is, and it is you can break it down, take the rod off of here, and just have the actual CPL kit itself. But then if I'm not using the rest of this, I wouldn't use this particular one because that would add bulk to the setup unnecessarily. And so it's a tool that I would use when I need it. And that's one of the reasons I like to do these reviews, because it's not just the features and the benefits listed on the page itself. It's actually how these things are used and what advantages do they give you for your setup and your everyday user experience is what I like to focus on in these videos calls. Right? Been in meetings all day. One thing I would like to point out is that this is capable of carrying multiple different motors. So you can have a motor for your focus, you can have a motor for your aperture, and then you can have a motor for the VND. This rod itself is going to be too short for that, for this specific lens, which is the Vision Prime 1 by Sirui. Now, maybe some of the DZO Vespits 2s or the Typoc cinema lenses, or even any of the other small cinema lenses out there, you would be able to handle this little rod. But it's super easy. It's super easy to purchase one that's longer, you know, on Amazon or whatnot, and they're fairly affordable, $12 maybe for a longer one. So I don't know, but let me know your thoughts, any questions you may have in the comment section below. I'm thoroughly digging this. I will be using this anytime I need this small light setup. Doesn't matter what camera body you're using because it goes on the end of the lens. So as long as they can manage up to 95 millimeters, you're good to go. Yeah, so for folks like myself, content creators on the go, documentary folks, or music video folks that need a small lightweight kit that you can just pick up and go, this is perfect for you. Again, paid for with my own money. I'm liking the product, feels good, quality's good. I recommend it. Let me know if you have any other questions, and if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more like it, consider subscribing, joining the Cozy Coalition. As always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.